Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Incompetent Nerds. I am your boy Tank, along with D. We're here today to talk about what?
Memes.
Preferably the Michael Jordan meme, because that's by far one of the best ones.
Okay, you're talking about the crying meme? That's legendary.
Did you hear what he said during the tribute?
No, what did he say?
He said he got me like, and then pause. Then he continues by saying, now I'm going to have to see another meme of me crying for how long? And the whole crowd just started clapping and wooing and laughing. Like, there's people, like, the camera's panning around, and there's some celebrities and players that are giggling and laughing.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
That's super cool.
It is. The fact that he acknowledges it and knows that, especially that some assholes, like, come on, dude, but some assholes just straight up put his crying meme over his face.
Sorry.
No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. But, like, some a-hole just straight up posted his crying face meme on his speech.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow.
The internet's relentless.
Oh, it's horrible. But of course, let's not get into let's not going into the dark and gritty part of the internet, and especially with these memes. But let's go ahead and talk about them, like how they influence us, how they change us, how we see things. You know, for example, there's like some dark things that happen in the world, and there's some funny things that happen in the world, and there's always a meme that just is along with it, along for the ride.
Exactly.
So it makes me wonder. It's like, okay, cool. Like recently, I just recently posted a meme that. Hold on, let me find it. It's fucking hilarious. So I posted on my personal Facebook. None of y'all motherfuckers gonna know that because it's privatized. But
there we go.
One of the memes, it's just a word one, that says, HR said, I'm not allowed to make up names for my coworkers. I hope Frankie Fuckface is fucking happy now.
That's hilarious.
Another one in where I just couldn't help myself, and my guy was laughing. It says, coronavirus heading towards the U.S. It's the one, the Bane, when his arms stretch out, and Filthy Freddy in the all pink suit. So it's that meme. So it's Filthy Freddy in his all pink fucking suit. And when his arms stretch out, and it goes black people with ginger ale.
Wow.
I died.
That's facts, though. All right, so I'm black, of course. I don't know if the audience knows, but yeah. I'm black or African American. Either way works. But yeah, culturally, we'll just be like, hey, just sip some ginger ale if you're feeling sick and you'll be good. That's kind of our thing. That and like Robitussin, cough medicine, and all that shit. So it's cough medicine and ginger ale. Pretty much save anything and help you.
No, so my stepbrother, he's black. My stepbrother, man, where the fuck is it? He puts a comment. He literally put a gif saying that no little boy, that's racist. He literally put that, but true, with like 4 crying laughing emojis.
Yeah, it's 100% true.
I'm dying. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I know my little bro's gonna say something. So of course I waited, and sure enough, he comments.
All right, what did he say?
That, what I told you, like my little bro posts that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, my stepbrother, he's younger than me, so I call him little bro. He calls me big bro. But that shit was fucking hilarious. I'm like, I couldn't help it. I'm like, I had to. But like these memes for me has just like, they are to me something I love to read and watch. Like, I recommended you have to go, you have to do this, but you need to go on Reddit and look up r/white people Twitter, black people Twitter, and Latino people Twitter, bro.
I didn't know that was a thing. Honestly, I only thought that like black Twitter was a thing. I never knew about that. There was like Latino Twitter and white Twitter. I had no idea.
It's just funny because a lot of these memes on there, pictures, memes, like people screenshots of posts. Bro, it's just fucking hilarious and like the funniest shit in the world. Like, of course, you go to black people Twitter, you'll see like a lot of things that correlate with black culture and everything. White people
Right.
Twitter, you see more like the suburban side of middle upper class white folks.
Yeah.
Like their kids with the funny shit, and then Latino Twitter is just it's full on just craziness.
I'm gonna check it out now. Now you got me curious about it because, like I said, I never even knew about the other, subcultures of Twitter, which
Oh
is pretty
yeah,
cool.
like Twitter's that place, homie. I'm telling you right now, Twitter's that motherfucking place, and it's no matter what, I always laugh. I mean, not Twitter, Reddit, and I only go there just mainly for the memes.
Wow. Yeah. And as you know, well, the audience don't really know. I kind of live underneath like a rock, so I hardly ever like go on social media sites and post and look.
He's the
I'm
old
just so under the grid.
he's the old man that comes to me talking about what's hip.
Yes. That's exactly it.
What was it recently? Like this could have been like posted up on some fucking place. My sister, I sent her a video of it's two puppy pit bulls and they're like playing with each other, but they're like biting each other, and
Mhm.
they use the Step Brothers voiceover. Just oh god, I don't want to get the we're not even monetized,
We're
but
not monetized. Fuck it. Let's go.
I ain't gonna bother with it now because I don't want to get sued.
Ah,
But
okay. All right.
it's when the brothers when they start fighting about the drum set. Remember that scene?
Oh yeah, I
It's
remember
like I know
that.
you touched my drum set, and they start fighting. Well, they did it with Pit Bull, so I sent it to my sister because my sister's a huge Step Brothers fan.
Right.
Sent it to her. She hits me up with, "LOL, I saw that. I have TikTok now, like all the young cool kids." I'm like, "Oh my
Oh
fuck!"
wow.
I literally responded back, "Oh my fucking god, really?" She goes, "I feel hip," and then I respond back instantly. I'm like, "Till it dislocates."
Right. Ah, that's good. Double entendre. I respect that.
Bro, when she told me she felt hip, and I told her that yeah, till it dislocates, I was waiting for a response. I just know that she was on the other end, like this motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
It was because of my sister's comebacks. Like growing up, my sister, if
Yeah.
you say something to my sister, she hits you with a comeback real quick, and it always pisses us all off. And now it came to the point that that's me. You say something to me, I now my comebacks because she always had us on our P's and Q's. It's like we gotta keep going back and forth until one of us gives up. And when we were
Right.
kids, her and my brother would go the distance, bro. It was like watching a fucking. It was like watching those. It was like watching a fucking. What you call it? A Muhammad match or a Muhammad Ali match or a Tyson match or even
Yeah.
fucking any other of these guys. It's just like what the fuck. One of them's gonna give, of course,
Right.
and the top one was my sister.
Right. But Tank, I have a question that's gonna kind of pull us back to memes if you don't mind.
I'm scared.
All right. So what do you as you should. But what do you think about people using memes as like weaponry? So let's think of like the Drake and the Meek Mill beef. So Drake's attempt was to just meme Meek Mill to fucking death, to out of existence. What do you think about that?
Um, People are using it now. Why not? And I thought their beef was over. Well, did they fucking come back?
Oh no, they're friends now, but during their beefing time or whatever, Drake pretty much tried to end his career just by all means.
Well, he almost ended his career with all. What the hell? Why is my hold on my sound? Okay, there we go. I felt like he kind of ended his career with what you call it? He was just
Back to
outselling
back.
albums back to back. Kind of ended it. Not ended his career, but like kind of like fucking put a thorn in his side. And the
Yeah.
fact when people were throwing out records, the numbers of how many records they sold, as in like Drake when his record along with back to back was like it hit this
Mm.
many downloads or this how many albums it sold, and then I think it was like in the millions where Meek was hitting just hundreds, just like the six figures part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rather have these people fight using memes than fucking using guns.
I see where you're coming from with it. it just kind of shows the impact of memes. You know,
Yeah.
it's just kind of weird that memes, a picture or a GIF or GIF, and some words could pretty much just end somebody's whole life. Pretty much,
Oh
I
yeah.
find that to be a little bit weird. You know.
Sometimes even a post. It's like it's not even. It's like memes have transcended from having pictures with stupid funny meanings with, or let words or whatever weird consequence, like just weird shit. And now it's just been leaning towards, like the Michael Jordan meme or the lady
Right.
screaming at the cat meme,
Mm-hmm.
and all these others. And now it's going to like it's staying to that, but also posts like people shotting somebody's post about something else, and it's to me is by far one of the funniest things I ever heard.
Right. Yeah. It just memes are just it's just powerful, and I just never really expected nor anticipated it.
I don't think
And
nobody did.
yeah, but also with memes, so are there any laws or anything surrounding memes? So what happens if you create a funny meme and then I steal it and then everybody thinks that I actually created the meme?
There's no law because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. Um, but I know the UK, not the UK, well, the European Union was trying to pass some. I don't know if they did it or not. I'm not sure, but trying to pass some law stating that if
Hmm.
you took a picture and somebody took said picture, the Fair Use Act.
Yes.
Well, there's something similar
Very
to that
well.
in the European Union. There's a
Hmm.
similar law towards that, but with this new law, that Fair Use Act was basically nothing.
Okay. How so?
So, for example, you take a picture and it's not a very flattering picture of yourself, but yet you still have the balls and you post it just because you are who you are. I take said picture, make a funny
Hmm.
meme. I don't know you. Make a funny meme out of it, and then you have the right. And then you could go ahead and sue me and cause all types of problems.
Right.
Even if I go ahead and use the fair use, it's like you don't own it. You can use it.
Right.
Even
But
though if
I
I
actually
do go along with the Fair Use Act. But yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. No, I was actually going to say, but to me, that actually seems pretty reasonable. I mean, even though that person, nobody really gave you the permission to, if it's a meme of you Tank doing something and then I just post it and put some words and music behind it, I feel like you should have every right for me, to
Yeah,
have the ability to take it down or persecute me if needed. That's just kind of how I feel about it.
yeah. And if that's the case, well, why doesn't a Facebook pay me for all my content that I'm posting on their site?
That's another thing. Yes.
So that's
Well, that's
where
because.
this is where the double edged sword is. Like, okay, you could go ahead and sue me because I took a photo of you that you posted on Facebook. But yeah, you're gonna sue me for something where Facebook should have gave you money because you're putting content on their platform in which they're getting paid by using you, selling your information, and using you as whatever you're trying to do as a
Mhm.
content creator. But yet, you see what I'm saying? This
I see
shit
what
doesn't
you're
go
saying.
nowhere. So when it comes to like the whole meme stuff, this is why I was so against that fucking law because even though it was in the UK, I mean, even I keep saying UK, even though it was in the EU, it could still affect other places.
Yeah, because it'll set precedent, and then other countries will look at that. Yeah,
Exactly.
but what were you saying about Facebook is, well, I guess the only difference between a person putting their stuff on Facebook and Facebook using it and things like that versus a random person doing is that when you sign up for Facebook, there is a whole bunch of like terms and conditions that you have to accept in order to actually
Yeah.
do it. And those terms and conditions basically say like, "Hey, we own all this shit. Just so you know,
That's why
we're gonna keep all your shit."
Andrew Yang, who was when he before he dropped out, he was actually
Yeah.
running for he was actually trying to get people get these technology giants that are using said people's information
Mhm.
and pay them for it. If you're gonna go
Right.
ahead and post pictures, create whatever content, especially if your profile is public, then
Right.
guess what? You should get paid for said things. You are a content creator. You are putting all this information on there. You should get paid for them using your information. Of course, they didn't like
Yeah,
that, so.
perfectly. Well, Andrew Yang's honest idea, which is, I'm in the tech field and I also really respected it, but the new gold mine in 2020 is a person's personal information.
Yeah.
And if I get all of your information, Tank, or any of the listeners, I know you better than you know yourself, more than your family knows you, more than your closest friend knows you. And then I could take that information and I could pretty much manipulate you into doing whatever I want at will, which is
Yeah.
very dangerous. But
And
you have
scary.
all that information. Yeah. So at least what they could do is pay you for it, you know?
No, I agree. But we shall see. But let's get back to the memes part. So, favorite
There we
meme.
go.
What is your favorite meme?
Uh, all right. So it's the Meek Mill meme where he was falling down the stairs. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
For me, I love anything that deals with the cat.
Okay.
And that's the screaming cat meme, like the screaming lady towards the cat. I just love it's just they be having the most funniest things. There was one, and you will understand this reference because we used to play Destiny. Remember when we were in the raid?
Yes.
So let me see if I can find it. Man, I wish I sent it to you. Where's my guys? Okay, so I remember sending them to them, and it was basically where the fuck. This is what happens when your boy gets a dog and he just constantly send you his dog pics. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It ain't out here.
Reminds, why you looking for it? But yo, my girl is getting a dog.
Oh, what's that?
Yes.
Her dog or your dog or y'all dog?
Oh, it's gonna be her dog. So shout out to the dog. I think the dog name is Picnic. Shout out to Picnic.
Picnic. What kind of
Live
dog?
life, be great. It's a mix between like a boxer and some other dog. I have no idea about dog,
Yeah.
races or whatever the fuck you call
Breeds.
it. There we go. Wait, what's the difference between a breed and a race? Shouldn't that be the same shit?
No, because no matter the breed of the dog, they could all mate. So you could literally get yourself a Doberman Pinscher to mate with a Chihuahua.
Right.
And they'll still come out with a dog.
Isn't that the same thing with humans?
Yeah, but they don't go by race. They go by breeds. Because each of them have a certain characteristic.
Isn't that like humans?
Oh my
Let's
fucking
go.
god.
Let's go. I got a goddamn valid case.
Alright, so with dogs, they go by breeds. Humans, for whatever reasons, just go by the construct of race, even though there is no different human race. We're all the same. We're just a human race.
Right.
So it's just a superiority complex. That's all that it is. But all dogs can breed with each other, no matter the size of them. So you can get yourself a big ass dog and a little ass dog, and still have them breed.
Right. Just like I could have some big Latino guy bang out some small Asian woman, boom, child.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna start calling people breeds now. That's what I'm going with now. Fuck it.
You know what's funny? I used to do it to like some of my friends who are mixed. I
Yeah.
would call them like, yeah, this half breed right
Mixed
here.
Oh.
Oh, people be like, oh, that's disrespectful. Shut up.
Whenever I see somebody, I'm like, hey, what breed are you? They're gonna look at my ass like I'm crazy.
What breed are you? But yeah. But look at your phone. I just sent you.
Oh shit, I am nowhere near my phone.
Oh Lord. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we shall wait till he
It'll be like 2 seconds.
8 hours later. He read it.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's legit good. And for the audience, it says, "Raid leader upset. I'm dying. I'm dying to basic mechanics." And then you have you have the ladies pointing at this cat, and then the cat says, "Me after drinking half a bottle of Jack during raid." And the cat's looking like all fucking stressed out.
Dude, I fucking died when I read that. Like, I was just laughing because it's like back in the day when our memes, that was it.
Yeah.
Especially when we were all fucking drunk and shit.
Yeah, man, that was the shit. I miss doing raids.
Yeah, I miss it too.
Those were the good old days. But now, we're super adults now.
Yeah, I want to do. Man, I haven't done a raid in a long time too.
Yeah, after I sold my game system, I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to memes. Yeah.
What's another one? Another good meme. I just go through so many of them, and they just change so often. You ever notice like how every start of the year, there's always that one meme that kicks off like the following year.
Yeah.
And everybody just overuses it, and the next it goes to the following, next meme and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you can't really keep up with these memes.
Yeah, you're right. And I actually have a question for you since you're like a super historian. So,
Lord,
what started this whole meme situation?
I can't be exact.
Who's the granddad? Who's the father of memes?
All right. So I can't be exact, but when I was watching a YouTube video about memes, and one of the videos was like the history on it, and the first time the word meme was used, and the word meme actually goes back a little bit farther than expected.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
All right. That was his sister, ladies and gentlemen. Cute kid, by the way.
So back to what I was saying.
There we go.
So the earliest use of the word meme, I think, don't quote me on this, and I ain't gonna go crazy looking for this video, but you can find it on YouTube. Just look up the history of memes. But there is a video explaining like the earliest meme word, and I think it was like early 20s, 10s. And then the first meme that started going around was through 4chan, if I'm not mistaken. And it was, okay. And you probably remember these. It was these early memes of like, remember like Bad Luck Brian or Awkward Penguin or successful black businessman or successful black man. Like these were like there's even ones earlier than those.
Wow.
And then from 4chan it kind of like spewed onto social media, Reddit, and other places. It starts just to go everywhere.
Wow.
Yep.
I wonder if memes are profitable at this point, or is it just like free for everybody to just laugh and enjoy?
It's free for everybody to laugh and enjoy. A lot of marketers tend to use them to try to profit or market their product and make it more, more hip for the younger crowd with expendable cash.
Exactly right.
But other than that, dude, I laughed at the time that I was talking to a coworker of mine's, and we're busy. We're helping we're helping a employee out with their computer. So she's having a conversation with us, and as we're talking, we're waiting for the computer update. And as we're waiting for this computer update, because we're updating the drivers, as we're waiting, we're talking, we're showing memes, we're laughing, and she goes, "Oh, you just love memes." I'm like, "You have no idea." My guy responds back like, "Oh, he's the king of memes." I'm like, if they ever open a meme position here, for employee morale, I'll be the first one to apply for it.
Oh,
And
that's super
people
funny.
started, and we were started laughing. Then I thought about it. I'm like, what if, what if jobs like corporations
Hmm.
for employee morale will hire a person and their main job was to create slash find memes and email them to the company, email them to company employees to help boost morale, give them a smile, give them a laugh, something to get them up and work, up and give them a boost of morale and excitement, expecting, hey, I wonder when this guy's gonna go ahead and upload, send us another stupid meme.
I could see that. Fuck it. It's 2020. Why not? You know?
It's yeah, it's like, oh, you're not making a company money, but no, you're improving morale within the company through colleagues. Because what is something that a lot of people communicate now these days? Yeah, me and you would text each other, say what's up, or call each other, but we
Right.
usually send each other stupid memes like, "Yo, D, check this out," and
Yep. That's true.
I get a laugh here and there, or whoever, or well, me and my guys, we game, but during the loading screens, we fucking send each other stupid memes. I'm like, yo, you guys gotta check this shit out.
Right.
Screenshot, send, and next thing I hear them dying on the other end.
Yep. It just memes are just pretty cool for society, and it's just so fucking unexpected. I mean, well,
Yeah, a lot of
just
people
some of
like
them are
them.
good,
Not many of them.
and
Not many people in the world hate them. I mean,
right.
there's a lot of people in the world that like them and love them, and there's a very small number of them that just can't stand memes and want to get rid of them.
Wow. But they just might have a power, they probably just want control
Yeah,
if they want to get rid of memes
of course they want to
because
get rid of memes.
it's not harming nor really helping society. Just let it exist. Fuck it.
Yeah. Unless you're the dictator of said country and other countries are making fun of you because you look like Winnie the Pooh, but okay.
Right. Yeah. If you're China, that shit is not happening.
I wasn't trying to say the C word.
Ah, fuck it.
Ah, fuck it. We get bought out by fucking 10 cent and they get
Yeah.
become and just become a fucking what you call it, like Blizzard, and everybody else was bought out by them.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's why. All right, I'm about to go on a little rant, just a little small one.
Go
That's
for it.
why I really enjoy. There's a lot of fucked up things in America. Like let's not get it fucked up. But for the most part, we could say what we want without, being in prison or,
Yeah.
being tortured over it. So it's like, that's why I always try to express, how I feel and articulate things by, how I say. And I have dark humor and, wear my heart on my sleeve, but fuck it, I feel like everybody should just feel free to say what they want to say. But that doesn't free them for the consequences of how other people are going to respond and react to what you say.
Yeah.
So,
It's like that in general. It's like this whole freedom of speech versus censorship. Like in some countries, yeah, they have freedom of speech, but then also they could jail your ass because you could go ahead and say that you were, yeah, you were doing hate speech.
hmm
Where here in America, it's freedom of speech. It's truly freedom of speech. Now, there's some folks who, love that there's freedom of speech, but also hate that people won't censor themselves. But
right.
it's like that's the whole point America was founded on.
Right.
Like, and this is where I don't want to get political, but that's where the whole political spectrum comes in, and you know
Right.
the conserv. Was it the nationalists? Well, somebody pointed out a
Mhm.
good thing, but it was like the nationalist right and the socialist left, and
Right.
how like that thing became so hardcore and boiled. It's like that's why America is like so fucking split up. You have the
Right.
left that are like just straight socialists, and you have the right that are like straight nationalists. So now,
Right.
like now, you have this whole fucking thing, which is like, then you got people like me in the middle who are just like, "Yo, what the fuck is gonna happen?
Right.
Who gonna pop first? Something gonna happen." Doubt there's gonna be another civil war. I doubt it. But the thing is, they keep predicting civil war, civil war, civil war. But in the current times, nobody's gonna go in the street, blowing up motherfucking places, shooting up each other, having battles in the middle of the fucking fields. And that shit ain't gonna happen. A lot of this war is fighting within what? Internet, chat rooms, memes, social media accounts, and courtrooms and cases. Like, you got some people suing somebody else because, they won't let me use the bathroom, or they won't bake us a cake, or this, that, and the other. And it's just like, those are just examples. People, please don't fucking get on my case. I'm bringing out fucking examples. And that's another thing. Even by me saying fucking examples, this is like saying examples like, oh, you're targeting this, this, and that. It's like, oh my God, you can't even. That's the thing about, when I can't stand, part of the left and part of the right. It's like, you can't say certain shit without somebody fucking having a pissy fit. And then there's memes out there that fucking talk about it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I actually kind of want to stay on this topic because I really think that we tapped into a really good vein, and we could also do this and articulate without necessarily being super political. But it looks like, from my perspective of how I'm viewing things of both sides, the right and the left, it seems like everybody has their own agendas on both sides, but nobody wants to try to work and try to figure shit out with the other side.
No. Like, when I was younger, dude, I was extreme left. Me and my guy would always go at it because he was extreme right. But that was when we were young. Now that we gotten older, I'm a left leaning. What would you call it? Centralist or libertarian. I'm more left leaning. I'm a more centralist but left leaning. My guy, he's more of a centralist but right leaning, and we're real cool. We still call each other. He still calls me a libtard, and I still call him a what's one I call him I call him a conservative ass or some shit like that. I will make up some stupid shit, but it's all in fun. Even though our political views were different, it's all in fun. Like, and then here's another thing I never forget. I remember meeting. I went to go check out this apartment. I wasn't looking for it, and I was looking for an apartment at this time, and I met up with the landlord. Went there, showed me the apartment. We're talking, and I could just see. I'm like, something's telling me she is an old school, hippie, super hard, left leaning person. Right. Sure enough, I was right. She was. And when she was trying to get to know me, I understand where she was coming from. Being a landlord, you want to make sure you get the right person who's gonna live under, on your property. Right. You don't want to get no fucked up person. I understand that. Cool. So as we're talking, she's trying to get to know me until I have a podcast, and that mainly my podcast I just talk about nerdy stuff, things like that nature. Never get political. She goes, "Why you don't get political?" I was like, "Oh fuck, here we go." So I
should have never said that shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I never get political, especially all my friends. We all have our own political views. Like, I have a good friend who's very conservative, and I'm very liberal. But we both, we have so many things alike that we're just really, really good friends. And the look on her face was like pure shock. Like, what? As if I'm sleeping with the enemy.
Right. You're a fucking traitor. Just so you know.
I was a fucking traitor for sure. Off with his head. So, long story short, I didn't fucking bother getting that apartment. I said, fuck that. And the fact that it's like, okay, cool. I smoke cigarettes here and there. And when I went to her backyard and saw, I walked around, checked out the apartment. I'm like, fuck, I can't even have a cig in my own backyard. Well, in the backyard, I gotta go around the block or some shit, go somewhere else, or step in front of the apartment. I was like, no, this place is not for me. I need to get something with a fucking, and it was a garden apartment.
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, I don't like basement apartments. They fucking flood.
Yeah, that is true.
That means I have everything up at least fucking 4 inches. Yeah. I can have everything up at least 4 inches and just maybe 5 to be safe, or even higher. I don't fucking know. So all my shit don't get off, messed up. Then then there goes my Michael Jordan crying meme right there.
Exactly. But that's why I like to really talk about this, because I feel like in society, people don't really have that space to really say, what the fuck they really want to say or express how they really want to feel.
Yeah.
And that's why I always push to, like, of course, there's reasons for rules why we don't talk political and shit like that. But I always just feel free. Well, we could just fuck it, If it's, if it doesn't get us in trouble, just say what the fuck we feel.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, homie.
Yeah.
This is why I like Reddit and forums and things like that, especially like 4chan. You don't even have to create an account to talk. You could just
Oh
be an
wow.
anonymous person and just give out whatever you want to say, get whatever off your chest, and you ain't gonna get shamed for that.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, like you could go on 4chan right now. Go to like whatever forums that they have, like whatever forum you want to go to, like political. 4chan started as an anime forum, and it just blew up to all these other things. You can literally go in there, find a forum you want to get into, and literally talk your ideas and still be anonymous.
Wow, that's really cool. I
Hmm.
respect that.
You could go ahead and create an account or be an anonymous. It doesn't really matter. You could just, no matter what, plug in your ideas. It's literally a safe space for everybody. But make sure you have a
Um,
VPN.
right. Or maybe that's, maybe we're on to something with, maybe that's what the future is going to end up being is a whole bunch of shit being anonymous. All right. So, I wanted to ask you this question, but it's, like I said, it's a little political, but it's not, it's not going to fuck us up or anything like that. And I always had this idea of, what would you do as president in order to try to fix things? And what I would think is, I think on job applications and things like that, I don't think that they need to necessarily know your ethnicity. I don't think they need to know what your fucking gender is. I don't think they need to know any of that shit. If you're a felon, like, let's get rid of all of that shit. You know? You'll
Yeah.
find out about the person once they walk through the damn door. Because my general idea is, of course, I'm just talking, it's just all bullshit. But what I really think is, if you want to get the best fucking person for the fucking job, it might not be the person how you want them to look. So it's like, fuck it. Just have a resume, fuck their ethnicity, fuck their gender, fuck all of that shit. Apply, and we'll sort that shit out by like some numbers and codes or some anonymous ass shit, and then you find out once they walk through the door. But what do you think about that?
So there's been a study. They were trying to see why men get hired more at certain jobs than women. So they did a study. You were using resumes only and only the details, no name and no gender used terms. So
Mm-hmm.
everything was genderless and nameless. They put it through a machine. I forgot what was the results, but 6 or 7 out of 10 times a male was chosen.
And why was that? Was it because of the experience?
Experience.
Huh, that's really fucking interesting.
Yep. Experience.
But what do you think would be a way of fixing that?
I'd rather not
Oh,
get into this subject because this is more of a. I say we should save this for our drunken podcast, where drunk me won't give a fuck what to say, but sober me right now would not want to talk about this. And it's not like
okay.
things not to fix or whatever, or what I think either, or whatever I say. I'm a straight minority male, and at the end of the day, even though I'm a straight minority male, I'm still considered the enemy because I'm a straight male and I'm just mansplaining shit.
Fuck. I actually thought that because all right, if the audience has been following this, I'm really good, drunk or sober, if rolling in the mud and being like, fuck it.
I
It
thought you
is what
said
it
rolling
is.
joints and shit and saying fuck it.
No, but I'm cool. I want the smoke. Fuck it.
You want
But
the smoke.
but me wanting the smoke is coming from me trying to figure something out and then improve everybody as a whole. So fuck it. I'll take it however it comes. But yeah, so I have to just get you drunk so we could talk about this. Because I'm willing to talk about this sober or drunk. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever.
Yeah, we'll save that for a cast where we'll talk about that. Because today's cast is about memes, and we're really going off on a tangent.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man.
Fuck, but we was going down a really good rabbit hole.
We were, but no. Not that. No, no. Let's get back to the main rabbit hole.
All right, before we hop out the rabbit hole, I do want to mention there was a guy that got fired from Google because of that. He was just trying to figure something out, but yeah, he got fired over it. But all right, we hopped out the rabbit hole.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this episode of His Comics and Nerds. My name is Tank with D, and you guys have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye. Just straight outro. Just straight up outro.
Damn, I was ready for all the smoke. Fuck it. Why can't we be real? Fuck.
We first of all, motherfucker, and I'm still recording. Did not even give it a proper outro. You know that. But first off, we are always real. All of our stories we say, even though I'm gonna go ahead and say this, some of my stories do have a little bit of an exaggeration just to give it some entertainment value. But other than that, everything I'm saying, everything me, you, and Mark say are real. Now the fact that certain topics,
we all sprinkle a little bit, to put a little bit on it. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but that only comes to my stories. When it comes to some of the facts, I'll be glad to put links and everything to what I'm saying and actual places that have true facts, not no fucking alternative facts, or whatever
Right.
bullshit. But it's like, yo, and sometimes if I don't have the facts, I'm gonna go ahead and say like, hey, you can't put this on me 100%, but this is what I dealt. This is this is what I heard, or this is from what I remember. And last time I checked, human memory is fucked. That's why they don't use it in court cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. He was
terrible.
that's him, black dude. That was him. Find out the real culprit was a white dude.
Yep.
But he had a fucking ski mask on, and Buddy was too far to actually give a good look. So he thought it was a black dude.
Right. Human memory is shit.
They say we are a race of amnesia.
Yeah.
Because
And the thing, go ahead.
it's because we don't know how shit was ran and records and all this other shit of like our ancient selves.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. It's just a crazy fucking world, man. And I just feel like, nobody wants to really talk about. I mean, of course, we say a whole bunch of real shit, but when we get into like some really deep shit, you know,
Get into the deep dive.
right? It's like nobody's ready for the fucking deep dive. Even though I feel like a lot of people are actually ready for it because they have this term where they call it like the intelligent black market or whatever, and they call like Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, and a lot of other these people. They kind of fall underneath this.
Yeah.
Whereas like they talking about some really deep things that people want to know, that want to talk about it, but they just don't really even, they don't want to get persecuted or they don't want to go through any bullshit over it.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm there too. That's why I don't want to. This is why when doing this podcast, I really don't want videos. I don't want the to be, recognition. I don't want the facial recognition. I don't want none of that. Like, if I was to be known, I'd rather to have my voice and my opinions be known. Not my face, not this and that. Not so somebody could spot me in the street and be like, yo, Tang! And it's like, hey, what's up? Fuck.
Right.
And that's why, with, having you and Mark, Mark's on here. He does this thing, which is amazing, and I'm for 100% all for it. Even if it betters and grows his career, doesn't really bug me to the day. Like if he's with Incompetent Nerds to the end of Incompetent Nerds, or he's with it until the his career kicks off, and then he leaves on, does his own thing. It's all don't really care.
Right, it's all good either way. Yeah.
It's all good either way because at the end of the day, that's my homie, and I don't mix business. I don't mix friends and business with each other.
Right.
So it's like at the end of the day, I will expect it and I wish for it because I want the best for my homie, and I'm not gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad over it, but it's like it's good to see him grow.
Yeah.
Because without him, this cast would not have lived this far. To be honest.
Yeah.
Insert crying Michael Jordan emoji. Insert crying Michael Jordan meme.
Right. No, but that's why I love talking about real shit, man. Because it's like everybody they kind of have this fucking everybody's their own PR person, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody pretends to be who they're really not. That's why even the dating scene. I'm glad I'm out the dating scene right now because, boy, people love faking some shit, boy. Ooh.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Like that dating scene was just.
It's ass. It's fucking terrible.
Trying to show out, trying to, it's mentally exhausting because you got to come up with so much shit on top. It's coming up with so many like ideas, like, oh, there's me here to find out you're dead broke. You're like, yeah, sure. Hey, Tank, let me borrow $100, please. Come on, man. I'll got you next week, please.
Right, please. Right.
But it's like, it's exhausting, like mentally, financially, physically, and it comes to the point where I see where my guy's coming from. He's just like, he's so stuck on just his job. I'm not putting his business out there because nobody knows who he is. He's just my homie, and he's just so focused on his job that I actually spoke to him like, hey, how's you dating anybody? Getting out there. It can't just all be about work. He was like, nah, dude. He's like, he's so focused on and it's not even work. It's stressing him out, and that's right now is his life. He goes to work like around 7 in the morning. He leaves work around like fucking 6, 7 at night. And it's like, that is literally his whole day. He goes home, eats, and goes to sleep and repeats the process. And then on weekends, he just sleeps in or tries to have a social life with his homies. And that's pretty much it. And it's like, right there, I could see there's no room for a bigger social life for him.
Right.
And I told him, bro, you just got to do what you can. I hope for the best. Like maybe one day, you do be able to go on a date. You do meet somebody, and you do become more sociable, hang out not just with your friends or any family on weekends, but you could do it like, hey, fuck it, let's go Thursday night, Thursday, let's go hit up a fucking joint, get a couple drinks, or Taco Tuesday, let's go have dinner at this fucking place. It's just like but it just sucks when he's not the only one like that. There's many people that are like that.
Right, 100%. I know a lot of people are like that now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, this is my homie. And just to see this shit, and hear about others, because I remember my good friend worked literally 12-hour shifts almost every fucking day. And I'll never forget a couple weekends that we would hang out. I could see it's eating him because, one, he's about to snap, and two, he just looks like he's literally a Walking Dead zombie. His eyes are baggy, they're dark. Sometimes at some points it looks like he's losing life, and he was like our most sociable guy. Right. Then finally when he left after doing now taking early morning classes, like I'm talking about like fucking crack of dawn classes, going to work and then repeating that process. About 6 months, I think it was, or a year after that, he was done. He got his certificate. He was fucking happy, and boom, left the job and got another job doing what he loves. And he gets paid way more, only to work about roughly, depending on a good day, average between 6 to 8 hours, basically like an average full time. But now he has so much time on his hands. He has so much time in his hands now. He's more sociable. He's coming back, like he came back to life, and it's like, I'm fucking glad that this kid turned his life around. And I saw that within my dude that I work with, and I'm hoping the best for.
All right. See, that's real shit. It ain't that bad,
No. But for some people, just don't get out of that tunnel.
Yeah.
They just can't, dig themselves out of that hole. Like some people can, and they see it. Others just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper, and to the point is like, oh, what the fuck? And it's like you being that homie, you're like trying to pass him the fucking ladder. It's like, yo, come on.
Right. Get your shit together. Yeah.
Usually that ladder is a smack in the back of the head with a shot of JMO.
Yeah, that's guy shit. That's how we handle shit out here.
That's that shy shit.
Right. Get some JMO, get your shit together, and we good.
A shot of JMO cure anything.
Hell yeah.
No,
It
that
can
sounds
cure
no.
corona.
That just sounds like we're about to turn a lot of our listeners into alcoholics. Let's not say that shit.
Listen, if you got the coronavirus, just take you some JMO, some Jameson, and you'll be fine.
And there we go. View counts went way, way up. All right. Comments way, way down. Oh shit.
Oh shit, that should be the title. Yo, I'm making that the title. It's official.
What's the title?
Jameson cures coronavirus.
You better not, because we're talking about memes, homie. But
And memes. I'll just have and memes.
But talking about the coronavirus, did you see that one meme where it says coronavirus goes well with Lyme disease?
No, I didn't.
See, here's another thing, and this we could end on this, but
yeah,
I didn't want to go to the dark side of memes, but the dark side of memes tends to bring the light out of people. Like, for example,
100%.
we do know, and we all take serious. Yeah, we put it in a joking matter, but the fact that the coronavirus has affected several thousand people across the globe and has killed several thousand people across the globe. But the
really
fact,
serious thing.
yeah, it is a serious thing. But the fact that these memes, even, and it doesn't have to be coronavirus, these memes that come out about any situation. How about the fact when fucking United States killed the general of Iran? What was it? The national,
I don't know
whatever.
name, but I know who you're talking about.
The general of the whatever, I forgot their military branch, whatever, but killed him.
Right.
And memes were coming left, right, and center talking about the start of World War III.
Right.
And it's like, holy shit, people really thought that shit was gonna go down. They were thinking, all right, fuck, you got Iran, we got North Korea, we got China, we're gonna go against, fuck, even Russia. Right. And it's like, yo, what the, like World War III, all that shit. Now we got the coronavirus. Now people making memes about coronavirus. What was another big thing for the 2020s when it started? We had, we had World War III, coronavirus. There was something else that happened in January that it was just like, oh God, I'm already drained. And
you know I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. You don't know. So I send you everything.
Right.
But it just makes me wonder, homie. It really does.
Yeah.
And here on out, memes, well, let's see what happens.
Now that's a fucking podcast.
It is.
That was fucking good.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and end the episode. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.